Generally, in online content, South Korea appears to be a dream country. High technology, cutting-edge education, a vibrant pop culture, and an economy that is constantly growing. However, behind this facade of success, there is a grim reality that many people don't know. Life in South Korea can be really challenging, and in many ways, even. In today's video, we are going to talk a little more about this. We will dive into the reasons why South Korea, despite all its progress and being an incredible country, is a place where happiness seems to be something very rare. In South Korea, the education system is extremely rigorous and places very intense pressure on students from an early age. Children are, to put it simply, forced to study many hours a day with the goal of entering the best universities in the country. One of the biggest symbols of this pressure is the Sunoon, a university admission exam. This exam is so important that the day it takes place, the country practically stops. Flights are suspended to avoid disturbing the students with noise, and even the country's traffic is diverted to ensure that no one arrives late. For young Koreans, the Suneung is not just an exam. It literally represents years of study and sacrifice, and the result can define their entire future. This pressure to be the best does not exist only during the school years. It extends throughout their entire lives. From elementary school, students already attend extra classes and tutoring sessions with other teachers outside of school to ensure they achieve the best grades. It is very common for most of these young people to spend more time in schools or study academies than in their own homes. Schools are often highly competitive, and even friends become rivals when it comes to securing a good career and strong academic performance. Korean society places an exaggerated value on education, creating an environment where success in university essentially means success in life. Parents invest large sums of money in education, expecting their children to enter the country's top universities, secure good jobs, and ultimately bring honor and prestige to the family. Failing to secure a place in a good university or to land a high-level job is almost as if nothing else one does holds any value. This cycle of expectations and pressure generates immense stress for these students, leading many to feel exhausted and even hopeless about life. This has severe consequences on their mental health. Many suffer from anxiety and depression, and suicide rates among students are alarmingly high. The pursuit of academic success and the constant comparison with others create an environment where happiness and well-being are not present and generally take a back seat. So yes, it is very difficult to be a happy person, have a social life, and maintain mental health while being a student in South Korea. Job market. If you thought the worst part was being a university student in the country, it's because you still don't know what it's like to be a middle-class worker in South Korea. Competition in the job market is fierce, and securing a stable job is a major challenge for young people who face a harsh reality after graduating from university. The problem is a labor market filled with highly qualified individuals, an oversaturated market where everyone is fighting for the same positions. One of the biggest issues is the prevalence of temporary contracts. Many young people who fail to secure real jobs end up accepting these temporary work contracts, in some places simply because they have no better options. These jobs generally do not offer security or benefits like permanent contracts do, leaving many workers in a constant state of uncertainty, almost like having an easy job but in a very expensive downtown area, similar to an upscale neighborhood in your city. Additionally, the pressure to secure a job in large corporations, known as chaebols, is extremely high. Massive companies like Samsung are not very diverse in the country, but they do offer stability, better jobs, and even prestige in society. However, positions in these companies are extremely limited, and the competition in the job market is nearly impossible to overcome. Once employed, Koreans face another major challenge: the culture of long working hours. Working in this country is not easy. It is very common for people to work more than 12 hours a day. Long shifts are seen as a sign of dedication and even loyalty to the company. This phenomenon known as Bailey, which in Korean roughly means fast fast, reflects the Korean people's mindset regarding work and efficiency. They see working a lot and being highly efficient for the company as a sign of greater dedication, something that should be admired in society. However, these long working hours come at a very high price. The impact on people's mental and physical health is enormous. Many workers suffer from stress, exhaustion, and even physical health problems related to overwork. This is not uncommon. The lack of time for personal life, hobbies, or even just rest contributes to a deep sense of unhappiness. People are not happy because they have no hobbies, no rest, and no time for themselves. They are busy working all day, all the time. Additionally, this intense work culture creates a vicious cycle. Employees feel pressured to work more to keep their jobs, as finding one in the country is not easy. Meanwhile, companies continue to expect extreme dedication and enormous commitment from their workers. This ends up normalizing a situation that is far from good. I can't say the name here, but you probably remember what used to happen at school with your friends: jokes, teasing, and bullying. Well, this happens a lot in South Korea. Bullying is a very serious problem in South Korean schools. It deeply affects students' lives and mental health. Bullying happens in more ways than you can imagine. It can start with something physical, like an annoying prank, but escalate into much worse situations, such as public humiliation or even cyberbullying, where multiple classmates gang up on someone online. Statistics show that a very large percentage of students in South Korea have experienced some form of bullying. In 2011, a shocking case involved a high school student who, after being constantly harassed and targeted by classmates. These incidents, aside from being deeply tragic, highlight the urgent need for South Korea to take action. This is a social disease that severely impacts people's lives. The suicide rate among young people in South Korea is alarmingly high. The number of youths who make tragic decisions against themselves is one of the highest among developed countries. Academic pressure in both university and school, along with social pressure in general, plays a major role in this situation. Students are subjected to intense pressure from all sides to achieve academic success, often from a very young age, as mentioned earlier. This pressure remains overwhelming throughout their lives, and many young people end up feeling hopeless, believing there is no way out for them. Even after giving their best effort, studying every day, doing everything within their reach, they may still never secure a spot at that prestigious university. The lack of psychological support, even from their own families, makes the situation even worse. South Korea has a very serious problem when it comes to mental health and seeking help. The stigma surrounding this issue in the country prevents many young people from reaching out for the support and professional help they desperately need. Korean society, in general, tends to place excessive value on resilience and personal strength. Those who struggle the most to see seeking help as something shameful. Admitting they need assistance is often perceived as a sign of weakness. This cultural stigma creates numerous barriers, both in preventing these issues and in addressing mental health concerns. Additionally, financial difficulties make it challenging for everyone to access mental health treatment and care, as it can be quite expensive in the country. This entire situation leaves many people without support, not knowing where to turn. It worsens existing problems and, in some cases, increases the risk of more serious tragedies occurring. The culture of appearance. There are so many things to discuss, but one topic I want to highlight, one that I will dedicate a video to at the end, is how South Korea's culture of appearance strongly impacts people's lives. South Korean society places immense importance on physical appearance. There is constant pressure to conform to idealized beauty standards, and this obsession with appearance starts from an early age. This affects both men and women. If you think Korean men don't suffer from this as well, you're mistaken. The prevalence and significance of plastic surgery continue to grow every year. South Korea has one of the highest per capita rates of cosmetic procedures in the world. Procedures like rhinoplasty, or even facial contouring to enhance facial features, are extremely common and are often seen as a necessity for success in both personal and professional life. This is an absurd reality, and those who do not conform to these beauty standards often suffer from low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. The relentless pressure to maintain a flawless appearance also leads many people to hide their true feelings and avoid seeking help when they need it. This contributes even further to the overall lack of happiness in the country. At the end of this video, I just want to say that I really like South Korea. I genuinely appreciate its culture. Korea is an incredible country. However, it faces significant social issues that need to be addressed, deep-rooted problems that require solutions, and unhealthy mindsets that are extremely harmful to individuals and society as a whole. I know these problems are not exclusive to Korea. They exist throughout Asia and have recently spread even further as Korea gains global recognition. But despite everything I've discussed in this video, don't let it change how you feel about Korea. These are real issues, but they are not reasons to stop liking the country. They are not reasons to abandon your dreams of visiting or living in Korea. Leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.